Hello, welcome to English 10B Unit 6. This is audio number 12, reading and lecture of Lost in Yonkers. It's more so of just the reading with myself, Miss Amador, and my sister is still playing the grandma here in the play, and I am playing Eddie and Bella, and that's pretty much how the Act 1 is going to conclude. So we are on page 36 at the top. Just to go over, it looks like we are still in the exposition, in considering elements of plot. We are seeing the general conflict of the play. Grandma doesn't want the boys to stay with her, for she is already caring for her daughter Bella. Also, the boys have heard of the problems of her children due to her harsh treatments. So definitely we're seeing the conflict or the problem here early in Act 1 of the play. So please read along with me. It's much more understandable when you're seeing which characters are doing the speaking. So we're going to start back with Eddie. Mama, can I just say something? She holds up her cane.
I'll just say something. I think about this inside because anger has been in me for a long time. Why should I do this? What do I owe your father? When did he ever come around here after he married your mother? I never saw him because she turned him against me. His own mother. She didn't like me. I didn't like her. I'm not afraid to tell the truth either. I don't wish anybody's death. Maybe she was a good mother to you. May she rest in peace. To me, she was nothing. And your father was afraid of her. That's why he stopped coming here. You're big boys now. How many times have I seen you since you were born? 4, 5 times? Those are not grandchildren. Those are strangers. And now he comes to me for help? He cried in my bedroom. Not like a man, like a child he cried. He was always that way. I buried a husband and 2 children and I didn't cry. I didn't have time. Bella was born with scarlet fever and she didn't talk until she was 5 years old and I didn't cry. Your father's sister, Gertrude, can't talk without choking and I didn't cry. And maybe one day they'll find Louis dead in the street and I won't cry. That's how I was raised, to be strong. When they beat us with sticks in Germany, when we were children, I didn't cry. You don't survive in this world without being like steel. Your father wants you to grow up. First, let him grow up. When he learns to be a father, like I learned to be a mother, then he'll be a man. Then he won't need my help. You think I'm cruel? You think I'm a terrible person? That a grandmother should say things like this? I can see it in your faces what you think. Good. It'll make you hard. It'll make you strong. Then you'll be able to take care of yourselves without anybody's help. So that's my decision. Maybe one day you'll thank me for it.
She gets up.
Give the boys an ice cream cone, Bella. Then come inside and finish my legs.
She starts for the bedroom. They all stand, stunned. Bella, who has remained seated, seems impervious to this. Without anger. You're right, Mom. You're right, Mama. I am the weak one. I am the crybaby. Always was. When you wouldn't pick me up and hug me as a child, I cried. When your brother and sister died, I cried. And I still haven't stopped crying since Evelyn died. But you're wrong about one thing. She never turned me against you. She turned me towards her. To loving, to caring, to holding someone when they needed holding. I'm sorry about not bringing the boys out here more. Maybe the reason I didn't was because I was afraid they'd learn something here that I tried to forget. Maybe they just learned it today. I'm sorry I bothered you on Sunday. I'm sorry I imposed on your rest. I'm sorry about what they did to you as a child in Berlin. I'm sure it was terrible. But this is Yonkers, Mama. I'm not angry at you for turning me and the boys down. I'm angry at myself for not knowing better. Take care of yourself, Mama. Never mind the ice cream cones, Bella. I used up all my obligations for this year. He crosses to the door. Come on, boys, we're going. Jay and Artie are too dumbstruck to move, to have been in the middle of all this. I said let's go. They start for the door. Artie! She gets up with a warm, sweet smile on her face. We'll have dinner another night. Why don't you and Jay go home and pack your things and I'll get your bed ready and make room in the closet for when you move in? The boys stop. Look at Eddie. Thank you, Bella. but Mama and I just decided it's not a good idea. Still smiling, she begins to make up the sofa bed. And Jay, you make a list of all the things you boys like for breakfast, and I'll make sure we have it. And don't forget your toothbrushes because we don't carry them in the store. And each of you bring something from your house that you really love, even if it's big, and we'll find some place to put it.
That's enough, Bella. This is not your business.
To the boys, how about a picture of your mother? And we can put it right here on the table. It'll be the last thing you see at night and the first thing you see in the morning. It's going to be so much fun with you both here. Mama's right. I do get so excited around people, but it makes me so happy.
Bella, nix sprechen. Enough. They're going. That's the end of it.
Quite calmly, no, Mama, they're not going. They're staying. Because if you make them go, I'll go too. I know I've said that 1,000 times, but this time I mean it. I could go to the home. The home would take me. You're always telling me that. And if I go, you'll be all alone. And you're afraid to be alone, Mama. Nobody else knows that but me. But you don't have to be, Mama, because we'll all be together now. You and me and Jay and Artie. Won't that be fun, Mama? They stand there, all frozen except Bella, who is beaming. The stage goes to black. So that ends Act 1 on page 39, Scene 1. Act 1 will continue. So that ends Scene 1. We'll continue with Scene 2 when we start Unit 7 of English 10B. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in class.